Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining me on the Give and Go podcast on a beautiful Sunday day. Um, Continuing with my player interviews, we're right around the corner from the Shore Conference tournament. From Freehold Boro, three juniors that have played almost probably every game since their freshman year. Paige Sheridan, Catherine Martin, and Ashley Koppelman, right? So, girls, thank you for taking time out. I know it's tough for me to do these podcasts during the season because softball, you seem to play games 4 or 5 days a week, and then you got practice the other 2 days. So, thank you for taking your time out today to join me.
No problem.
So, junior year, you girls got off to a very hot start as a team. Kind of lost a few games recently, but going into the year, what was the message coach gave you girls and the goals that you set for the team set for themselves?
Well, we know since we had a rough season last year, we just wanted to take it game by game, which is what we did. We had a really strong start. Everybody was hot at the same time. So that really helped us at the beginning of the season, especially.
Yeah. Yeah. Tobias had us make like in a mentality to think every game, don't like treat each team differently. Think about the same thing. Like don't underestimate any team or overestimate every team.
Especially based off their last year, because last year we were not great,
we
and
had
this year
yeah.
it's really different.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit, compare from last year to this year and, even from your freshman year to your sophomore year. Now, you girls being juniors, being leaders of the team, what is something that you're hoping that you pass down? Because you have a couple freshmen starting, a sophomore. It's a pretty young team. So what is something you're hoping they take away from you three?
I honestly hope that the younger players they learned like stand up for like not what they believe in, but like stand up for like others. Like you know what I mean? Like if something's going wrong, like don't be afraid to say something and like just have like good mentality.
I just hope they learn like valuable skills for like the rest of their lives, like how to be a good person, like how to treat like everyone.
I hope they understand that this is a game of failure. So they make an error,
Yeah.
shake it off, especially since they're only freshmen. They probably will get like upset at themselves. So just learn to reset.
Now, you three, you played your freshman year. How nerve-wracking, is it? You're coming in, from middle school and you got upperclassmen you don't want to let down as well. But so how nerve-wracking is that coming in as a freshman and being in the starting lineup?
So nervous. I can't even tell you, but I remember like shaking the first game. My teammate Christina Elias, I remember her being like, "How do you feel being a starter?" I'm like, terrified. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot to get used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole
What?
different.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, it's like a whole different game. Like you're playing against people who are like 4 years older than you. Like it's insane as a freshman to think about that.
Do you think, everybody says the game speed from like middle school, to high school and then high school to college. Do you feel now that you're juniors, the game's kind of slowed down for you a little bit and, it come easier this year?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Okay. Now, being juniors, what was something that, going into this year, you three really wanted to improve on, from last season or first 2 seasons?
Go ahead.
I think me personally, I wanted to have better overall at bats and just strive to like put like my best effort into every at bat.
Yeah, I was the same. My freshman year, I think I only had like 8 hits. I would watch strikes. I was very selective at the plate. So over the past 2 years, that's what I've been trying to fix. Like first pitch at bats or first pitch swings, more like so.
Ashley?
Me as well. I want to try and be more aggressive at the plate rather than just taking a strike because usually the first strike you see first pitch is probably one of the best pitches you might see all game. Yeah. So
Now, I asked this, I had Holly on from Raritan a couple weeks ago. How do you adjust from the different levels of pitching? Because, you got the super, pitchers that are throwing a lot of spin and a lot of hard, and then you play the weaker teams that, they just focus on getting the ball. As batters, how do you stay focused and able to adjust from the different styles of pitchers that you're going to see?
it's a good question.
Um, I feel like
You gotta treat like any other game, like any other pitcher. Like obviously you're gonna see different things. Even when I used to play travel, like every pitcher varies. So you kind of just have to obviously adjust your timing, move up in the box if needed, or keep your hands back. Like obviously, you just gotta like I don't know how to like say it. Like have I don't know like yeah, you have to have like
Yeah.
a different approach every time.
Like before you're at bat, you have to like watch the pitcher, see
Yeah.
like how fast they're throwing, like adjust to that, take some practice swings.
And after that, you also have your teammates to help you. After, if they get on base, get home, get out, they'll tell you what they saw, tell you what you need to prepare for.
Yeah.
I noticed that like after every bat, whether a previous batter got out or whatever, they're always whispering something to the batter coming up. How big is that for your approach, getting that little bit of info that they might have seen?
That's very important.
It definitely helps, yeah, because by knowing what the pitcher normally throws, if she throws high, you know to stay off that high pitch, or like she throws low, then if that's your pitch, you can drive it, and that's when you know like what to look for.
Yeah.
And how big is that with chemistry wise for the players that have that kind of communication? Because I'm not going to say who I was at a game in the past 2 weeks, and one batter like the girl coming up wanted like info on the pitch, and the batter just walked by, and there was a comment made that thanks for the help or something. But how big is that just chemistry wise that all the girls are on the same page and helping each other? Did you freeze?
I think, um,
I don't know.
okay.
Sorry, but I don't know. I don't know if that was me or I don't know what happened there.
It's okay.
Okay, so all right, back to the chemistry question. Sorry. So how big is that all the girls and even the players that are courtesy runners, pinch runners, that everybody's on the same page?
It's really important. It helps if it's a courtesy runner. I feel like they need to know what's going on even more because they'll help us score runs. Like we had a few weeks ago, we had a runner I think steal home, and
Yeah.
it like we made the other team make errors, so that gave us an advantage. So I feel like helping each other.
Yeah, and besides having good chemistry on the team, I feel like the team performs better overall. So
Yeah,
that also
like,
is a bonus.
You're all talking to each other on the field. It just gives like every.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anything else for this year? Who do you think? Who's the best team you played against this year so far?
Ooh.
What do you say?
I would say
Raritan.
Whatever. That was a tough game.
Yeah.
I was following that on Game Changer. I wanted to get to that game. Yeah, they're a weird team too this year. Like they lost. I was at the Homedale game, their first game of the year, and it was that like a wet, cold day. The pitcher was struggling to grip the
Yeah.
ball. The first run was a wild pass ball, a wild pitch that Homedale scored, and it was just I don't know. Playing in that weather wasn't. It was not fun standing there watching the game. I couldn't imagine playing in the game. So, um, Let's talk about the two Shore games. It seems like you have Shore's number this season. Shore traditionally has been good. What is it? Your bats were alive those games. So what is it with the Shore that you have their number this year?
Especially our first game against Shore, it was the very beginning of the season. That's when we were
Yeah.
all hot on like offensively. We were just doing really well, team as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like when people get hits, like we like went against each other and got more hits.
Yeah.
Like it was like a chain reaction,
Yeah, the momentum.
and we like
carries on.
scored every inning.
Yeah.
What are some things you girls work? You said beginning of the year very hot. If you start getting a little cold streak, what are some things you try to work on to change that?
Tea work, whole lot of tea work, because you can focus on your mechanics there and everything. That's the root of hitting. Tea work. That's my honest opinion.
Yeah, for sure. And also, if some of us are not doing as well, we just know to stay like energized throughout the game or practices because like a lot of the game's mental. So if you are down on yourself, you're not going to do as well. So if you stay positive, it'll help your performance a lot.
If you go into like the bat thinking you're gonna strike out, there's a very likely chance that's going to happen because you
Yeah,
don't have
you
confidence
gotta-
in yourself. That's the thing you need to have in this game, confidence.
Now, a big difference from, freshman year to sophomore year. How big is having, a reliable pitcher on the mound? Because, Vanessa's a freshman and she's, pretty good season. What are some things you've tried to, how have you tried to guide her, first year? Because I know that could be nerve-wracking, especially being a pitcher and a freshman. Some things to try to, help her along the way.
We do constantly remind her that like she has, no matter if she pitches bad, that we have solid defense behind her.
Yeah.
So if she pitches bad, like if she doesn't hit her corners or where she's supposed to go, and a ball gets like hit to like left field, we have a good left fielder who will take care of that. And like first base, shortstop, we got everything.
Yeah.
So
She has a good defense behind her. So- And she's
Yeah.
also very strong.
yeah,
She's like very tough out there.
she's a great pitcher.
When I was at the St. Rose game, you girls did play well on defense, and I've been at games that the defense has been atrocious. I mean, St. Rose was struggling obviously in the field as well, and and you girls took advantage of that, especially in the first inning and at the game at your place. You took advantage of their mistakes, which is key. Um, and I do think it helps a freshman pitcher know you got reliable defense. And that was one of the questions I actually asked her after the game. Being more confident with the defense behind her. Um, Gianna was a very good pitcher your freshman year. What were some things you were able to learn from her?
She always kept her head up no matter what.
Yeah.
If the mistake happened, she put it right behind her and just kept on moving forward, which is something that I try to do because of that, like through her.
Yeah, she was pitching like 4 or 5 games a week most of the time, but she never like let it affect her, and that was like inspiring to us as freshmen. So
Yeah. She's always had energy.
Oh my
And
gosh.
she was always picking the team up.
That's Was there any other upperclassmen that kind of, helped you and guided you your freshman year?
Our freshman year, I think all the
Oh my
seniors,
gosh,
we
that's-
were very
yeah.
close with them and they helped us be more comfortable, especially when we were starting as freshmen. They had a big impact on us for sure.
Yeah, I remember like I said, I didn't really have a great season my freshman year. I would strike out a lot and obviously I wasn't happiest. And I remember the seniors always like picking me up and all that stuff. And I remember that, which is important. So that's what like we try to do as well.
yeah,
Help, that also says a lot about coach, the kind of program he runs that, because I hear nightmare stories at other programs about, seniors not helping, with bullying or whatever. But what does that say about coach with the program he's established here where, the seniors and the upperclassmen are so willing to help the young kids?
Our coaches, we love to win. That's our goal going into every single game, but we've created so many friendships out of playing.
yeah.
Like we have our team chemistry right now, I think is helping us with our success as well.
Exactly, yeah.
Like our coaches are very supportive of us. And
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go rewind all the way back. How old were you girls when you first started playing? Whether it was t-ball, softball, little league. I know every player has a different story of what sport they actually started with.
I played t-ball, but then I stopped. But I started playing seriously at 11. So,
Okay.
I'd say I was around like 7 or 8 years old, and I played rec ball, and then I joined a travel team.
Yeah, same with Catherine. I think I started when I was 7, like beginning of first grade, and then joined a rec and then travel.
Did you girls do any other sports when you were younger?
I did soccer. That's why I
Soccer.
stopped for a while.
Yeah,
And-
softball's really my main thing.
Yeah, I did dance when I was like younger. Did
Oh, that
swim.
doesn't count.
Yeah, but then I gravitated towards softball. That's where I am right now.
Okay. What is it about softball that you girls fell in love with it?
Honestly,
The aspect of everything. It's
Yeah.
like it's so many components that go into it. Like it's I don't know, I love it. It's
There's like nothing better than getting like a good hit. And,
exactly
like celebrating with your team.
yeah.
for me, I grew up in a baseball household, so it was always like in the back of my mind. And then I just started playing, so never stopped.
The first softball game I covered, and before the first pitch, I heard the dugout with you girls and your chants, and I said to whoever's next to me, "Does this go on all game?" And every inning, every at bat. So you girls definitely have a lot of energy in that dugout, and I give you credit because I'm exhausted listening to some of these teams with their chants and stuff. How big is that? You know, whether you're at the plate or you're in the field and the bench. Or first of all, if you're in the field, how do you block that out from the opposing team?
Take it cheering for you.
Exactly. Yeah, Ashley said it perfectly.
Okay, that's a good answer. Um, what else? No, what do you think was the big difference from last year to this year?
I would say the team chemistry was a
Oh,
big difference.
definitely. Last year, there wasn't like a whole lot of chemistry because
Yeah.
we weren't like winning many games. Like everybody was always down on themselves. This year, it's the dynamics completely the opposite. Everybody always hangs out. We
Yeah.
always get food after the games, no matter what. We always
Yeah,
we're
spent a
always
lot of
happy.
money.
Yeah, yeah, but it's a lot more fun this year. Yeah.
And adding on winning to that,
Oh,
so
exactly.
it helps a lot.
And how fun is it, playing in a division like yours? You got four teams, I think. I mean, and St. Rose was up there for a little bit too, so five teams. But knowing that every day you girls everybody needs to bring their A game, whether it's your team or the other team, because there's other divisions where teams are just running through everybody. But how fun is it knowing that you got to bring your A game every day?
It's nice.
Yeah. It always keeps you on your toes, which is good.
Like I don't think divisions where you win every game or lose every game, it's like you're not really proving anything, but like where you can like compete. That's where you can really show what you're made of.
Yeah.
I think the Shore, and they've done this with every sport, the Shore's done a good job of getting the right teams in the right divisions where there's no blowouts, like you said, because you see it for basketball, it's gotten a little better, but I saw it for soccer too. Why do you want to beat the same team 8-0? You're not getting any better, and then the other team's just they're not going to want to keep going. So the Shore did do a good job of balancing the divisions, and I think you see it in softball the most. How well they did it with the divisions and stuff, and your division is a perfect example of that. Who would you think is your team's biggest rival?
Rival
Ooh.
Township or Manalapan?
I would say Manalapan.
Yeah.
I think Ocean's up there.
Ocean, definitely.
yeah.
Probably Ocean.
Yeah.
Probably Ocean.
It's always a tough game going against them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Manalapan.
Ocean and Manalapan, not even
Yeah.
Township.
Not like Township.
It's just a known thing because of
Because like
Freehold.
school.
Yeah.
But I
But
would say Manalapan.
Manalapan or Ocean, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, Ocean. I haven't seen Ocean yet, but I think they're Ocean and Alpine Friday. I think that decides the division, so I would have to go to that game. Let's see if I got anything else. No. All right, you want to do rapid fire questions? I'll ask you a couple quick questions. I'll make it easy. We'll just go left from right. All right. We'll start with a good one. What is your favorite? Well, a song to get you really pumped up before a big game.
Beauty and the Beat.
Yeah, definitely,
Yes.
bro. Anything by Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does Freehold Boro have a playlist? Do you have like a set playlist before the
We
game?
do. So I was
Okay.
playing on the bus.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's good. A lot of teams, when I first started doing these, every player had their own headphones and just listened to whatever. But now, the teams bring the big box and even
Yeah.
on the away games and stuff. So, favorite school subject? Did it freeze again?
You're
No,
good now.
You're good.
All right. So I didn't hear you. Sorry. School subject.
English.
I'd say math.
Science.
Okay, a little bit of everything there. Very good. Favorite food?
Oh my gosh.
Chipotle. Anything with Chipotle, like a burrito bowl.
You know what? I'm Chipotle too.
Fruit. I don't
Oh, how's the EU?
know.
Fruit?
Candy.
Something you girls enjoy when you're not doing softball in school, something you girls enjoy doing in your free time.
Going to the beach.
Yeah, going to the beach or painting. I love painting.
I like
Yeah.
going to like Six Flags.
Wow, I've done over 200. You were the first Six Flags answer that I've gotten in
Thank you.
all my years. Beach is the most common, being in this
Really?
area, obviously, is beach is the most common one, but Yeah, Six Flags. That's the first one. Um, when you girls are done playing, do you want to be involved with the sport when you get older, like coaching or training?
I never thought probably something. I wouldn't want to just stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Softball's been a part of my life for as long as I can remember, so I don't want to like leave it behind once I stop. So definitely, yeah.
All right, game winning hit or game saving fielding play?
game winning hit.
Yeah, game
Yeah, I'd
winning.
have to go with a hit as well.
Okay, I get a mixed reaction on that one. Uh, I got one. Oh, favorite baseball team. Do if you, I don't know the last person I interviewed doesn't
Mets.
watch
Ah,
baseball, but Mets.
The Mets. I
Yankees.
don't know how much
yeah, the
longer.
Yankees.
Yankees. All right, good. I had season tickets for the Yankees when I was younger, when I was close to your age. It just got a little too much going up to the Bronx every day. Um, Mets are struggling a little bit right now.
Gosh, it hurts to watch.
My best friend is a Met fan, and he just tells me all the time. He's like, I don't get it. They're so
No,
bad this year.
terrible.
And the Yankees are on their have the major league's best winning streak right now. So
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's what I like to hear.
yeah, I think they were struggling today though. What right, I checked the scores right before we started. All right, do I have any more? We'll talk future. W Ashley, you're committed already,
Yeah.
right? Sorry, I forget. Where are you going again? Uh-oh.
I'm going to Westchester.
Westchester. Okay.
Westchester.
They do a very good job recruiting from the Shore Conference and all their girls' sports there. I know a bunch of basketball players and soccer players. What was it about Westchester that you were like, hey, I could spend my next 4 years here?
I like how it was like a home feeling. In Freehold, there's like a nice town, and Westchester has like an identical town like it. I have a few friends that go there now, and I hear great things about it. And the coaches were really nice, and the softball team also is very good. So everything just and my the program I want or what I want to major in is a good program there as well.
I could just the other, soccer and basketball. The kids don't transfer out of there, which says a lot about the school itself. I don't see a lot of kids that I know at least transfer, and you don't see names from the portal a lot from Westchester for those two sports. So I've never been out there, but it must be a pretty nice area. What do you want to study?
Like business.
Business. Okay. Well, Catherine, what about you? What are you looking? Are you decided where you're going to go next year? Well, I mean, you girls are only junior, you still got another year. But
Yeah. I have not decided where I want to go.
what what are you looking for though when you're going on campus visits? Like, what do you think would attract you? Would that be like, hey, I can stay here for 4 years?
Yeah, I think it's just like a nice area. Like things to do that like interest me.
When I started doing these interviews, I didn't realize having football teams means so much for recruitment purposes. So, does the part of the country matter? Like like Florida, or stay close
Uh,
up here?
like somewhat close, like within like a few states away.
Okay. Paige, how about you? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for like a university or college that has like a good student life, social life, like obviously like big involved in sports, maybe not SEC, that's what's called. Yeah, maybe not that, but like good student life.
Okay. Catherine, sorry, do you know what you want to study yet?
I want to go into engineering.
Oh, wow. What do you want to do with that?
I haven't decided like the
Oh,
specific branch, but
okay.
I love like airplanes and all that stuff.
Oh,
So
very nice. Paige, how about you? Do you know what you want to study yet? If you don't,
I'm
it's all right because I know you girls are only juniors.
now I'm thinking nursing as of right now.
Okay. Very good. All right. Um, yeah, that's all right. So who do you have this week coming up?
We have RBR tomorrow, and then Thursday we have home dome.
yeah,
Home
which
though. That should be a good one.
yeah,
Yeah, Julia's pretty good. They didn't start her the last game, and they gave up 5 runs, and then they put her back in, but it was too late. They don't. I mean, they hit timely, but they don't score a lot of runs. So Julia usually wins a lot of games 2-3 nothing, or 2 or 3-1. Um, What do you think went wrong in the Ocean game on Friday?
We didn't really hit.
Yeah, we were taking
Yeah.
too many strikes.
I think so, yeah.
Her game
Okay.
really deep in the count, and don't get me wrong, that was a pretty good pitcher. She could hit her
Colleen.
corner. Yeah, she had a good change up. So, I mean, we just got too deep in the counts.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I have to. I'll see them on Friday. So, well, sorry. Last question. This is how I end every podcast. And each three of you could give me your own answers. What advice would you give your younger self?
Don't you go?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay. Don't take every mistake too seriously. Just shake it off and get the next one. Yeah, don't get in your head.
I would say don't look at your stats every day.
I would also say something about errors. Make an error, it happens. This game's like meant for failure. So shake it off and reset.
All right. All right, girls, I thank you for taking time out today. Sorry about the technical issues. I don't know what's going on here. But good luck this week, and I'll probably catch you during a short conference tournament time. So, but thank you, and good luck the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.